Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 526. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter. That's Durham's online community paper, which you can check out at durhamskywriter.com. Now, it's Bull City Hangout. I tell you what's happening today in Durham, and I invite you to click on the link to join me on camera. Guy, our cook has already clicked. Don't despair, because I can accommodate 9 guests at a time. We can look just like the Brady Bunch. That would be super cool. If you wanted to join in, you could always click on the link and join in. So I'm going to start out with the word page. Actually, I'm going to start out. I did say I might be a little late because I was at the auto mechanics. Wow. Big thumbs up to Tony and his crew and University BP. I must have had the original tires on that car. There was dry rot. There was exposed wires. I mean, I thought the car felt a little wonky when I was driving. And I had a couple of it just felt weird. So yeah, my car, I got it from my play aunt, R.I.P. Aunt Martha V. She hadn't driven it for a while, and I guess these are probably original tires from 1997. So yeah, so big thumbs up. Very happy to have new, smooth tires. I shouldn't say smooth. That's bad for tires, but smoothly riding tires. Also, if you've noticed a big police presence downtown, you're wondering why are they steering traffic around the downtown area, certain parts of the downtown area. There was a bomb threat phoned in, I think at the aimed at the Durham courthouse downtown, not the old one, the new, I think it's called the Justice Building or whatever, the one across from the DPAC. So that's why you can't get everywhere that you want to go if you're driving downtown. That's why a bomb threat has been, there's been a bomb threat called in. And I think they're having the K9 units, and I don't know if they have the robotics, but they are searching everywhere to make sure that we are all safe. So that's what's going on. Let me tell you what else is going on in Durham by going to the word page. That is a government and nonprofit information page where there are some really great programs and services being offered by local nonprofits, the city of Durham, and also Durham County. So just go up and down the page. Now, the toilet rebate program, I think, is super cool. I did check my toilet today, and it is a 1.6 gallon, which is like modern. My house is relatively new, sort of. What I was explaining earlier about the toilet rebate program is that those of us who live in old houses, very often we have old toilets, and it can take up to 6, maybe even 6.5 gallons per flush. That's a lot of water. So if you're like me and you have a more modern toilet, 1.5, 1.6, you're saving a lot of money on your water bill. So if you want to save money on your water bill, the city of Durham has this program where you can buy one of the newfangled toilets, install it by watching a YouTube video or however you choose to do that. And then they will credit you with up to $100, the cost of the toilet only, not installation, but the toilet only. They'll put that on your water bill. And in essence, you're getting a free toilet. Because when you go to Lowe's and Home Depot and you look at the average regular modern toilets, they're around $100. So it's like getting a new toilet. Plus, you're saving from here on your water bill. You're saving oodles. So check into that. Okay, there are some Durham City board vacancies that you might want to know about if you have special knowledge, special interest in these areas. Put in your application by next Thursday, June 1st. There are 2 openings, one on the Mayor's Council for Women, and then the other, the Workforce Development Board. Both sound fascinating. I know they do great work. So click on the link and find out more. Okay, let's go to the health page. I do have your COVID-19 updates, of course. So let's go to the health page. It's called To Your Health. There it is. And very quickly, I'll just tell you that the COVID-19 booster vaccines, the ones that are put out by Pfizer, they are now available for little ones ages 6 months to 4 years old. So the Durham County Department of Public Health at 414 East Main Street, they have the vaccination clinic. You can just walk in. You don't even have to make an appointment. Monday through Friday, 9 until 4:30. They close for 1 hour for lunch, of course, at noon. So check that out. You can get vaccinations for yourself, your loved ones, your dinkies, etc. Okay. The American Red Cross is having a blood drive. Let's check that out. So the American Red Cross is already at the Yates Baptist Church, 2819 Chapel Hill Road. So they've been here or there for the past half hour and will be there until 4:30. So if you can donate blood, I know they would greatly appreciate it. The American Red Cross will also be at the streets at South Point, 6910 Fayetteville Road, 12:30 until 6:30 tonight. Help is also open. Help is the Health Equipment Loan Program, where you can donate or borrow items like wheelchairs, canes, knee scooters, etc. So you can donate, you can borrow 3 months at a time. 4206 North Roxborough Street, Suite 100, and they're only open today from 1 until 5. On Tuesdays, they're open from 10 until 2. Okay, let's check the legal page, Legalese. Let's see. Now, this has just started, but I thought I'd tell you about it anyway. So today, just started like a few minutes ago, Legal Aid of North Carolina, they're hosting their Medicaid Rights, Listen and Learn. So it's like a workshop where you can learn all about Medicaid. And if you've always wanted to learn about it, watch the rest of Bull City Hangout later. I don't mind at all if you sign off and go straight to their Facebook page, because you don't need a special link. Just go to Legal Aid of North Carolina's Facebook page, and it's going on right now as we speak. And then watch the replay of Bull City Hangout. Okay, let's go to the Let's Go page. That's the calendar of events page. Let's go there. Then I'm going to scroll down to 26. Let's see. There we are. New Visions of Africa restaurant. They'll be giving away free meals to people in need from 3 until 6. They do this every weekday. Also, the Forge Fencing Academy and Club, 610 North Duke Street. They're going to have an intro to level 1 class. It's all about fencing. So they allow you to take one class for free so you can see what it's all about. As you know, fencing is the sword fighting. So that's going to be from 6 until 7:45. And like I said, you take this free intro. And then if you want to sign up for a class, they would love it. You have to be at least age 14, though. So no little kids. BU Cafe downtown, they're going to feature the C.J. Baker Band. I can already tell you they are fantastic. They will be in concert. That's going to be tonight at 7 o'clock. Now, C.J. Baker Band, they're going to have a special guest rapper, Prince Divine. So that should be really cool. Tonight, 7 o'clock. This is part of their weekend supper club experience. Okay, so if you plan to have a seat and enjoy a meal during the show, then you have to, then it's like $20 minimum, and then $10 if you just choose to just stand and enjoy the show that way. And I do have a link for more information. Also happening tonight, the Mallarmade Chamber Players, they'll be presenting their show Backlit. I know that's the joke, but it's really the music of Johann Sebastian Bach. So they will be playing some of his cello suites, and they're going to have a laser show, classical music and a laser show. I mean, that sounds really great. So this concert will start at 7:30. They're going to have 2 guest artists, cellist Bonnie Thron and Juan Alamo on marimba. So that should be really nice. This should be really great for the music of Bach with marimbas and a laser show. Can't beat that. Tickets, $10 for students, $15 for K-12 educators, and $30 for everybody else. This is going to be at the Durham Arts Council downtown. More music. Okay, the Lovell Bradford Quartet featuring Lovell Bradford Sr. on piano, Lovell Bradford Jr. on bass, Roland Bernot on sax, and Malcolm Charles on drums. So they will be in concert tonight at 8 o'clock at the Sharp 9 Gallery Jazz Club. That's right by Martin Luther King Parkway and Fayetteville Road. Tickets are $25, and I have the link for tickets for all of these shows that I just listed. You can also celebrate African heritage and Afrofuturism at Djembe Nights. That is going to be held at the Gojo by Gursha on Morgan Street, downtown. Ladies can enter free until 11. Otherwise, admission will be $10. Now, let me just very quickly just kind of rattle off what's happening tomorrow morning. Durham Farmers Market, 8 until noon in Durham Central Park. Durham Craft Market, also 8 until noon in Durham Central Park. I'm going too fast. Let me slow down. South Durham Farmers Market, also 8 until noon, south on Highway 55 in the Greenwood Commons Shopping Center. I need my notes for this one. Reinvestment Partners, they're going to have a Spanish language seminar. Now, usually they have their home buyer education workshop on certain Saturdays all day, like from 9 until 4:30 in English, but tomorrow they're going to have it in Spanish. Educación para compradores de vivienda. So it's going to be in Spanish tomorrow. If you know someone who they're thinking about buying a house and they prefer to get their information in Spanish, let them know about this workshop. It is $50. That is the class fee. After all, it's all day from 9 until 4:30. And it's going to be held again by Reinvestment Partners. They're on Gear Street, right close to downtown. Okay, let's see. In fact, let me give you the exact address, 110 East Gear Street. Okay, also you can enjoy Saturday Story Time with Miss Lala. That's going to be at the main library downtown, 300 North Roxborough Street. This is where young children are invited to enjoy a reading of 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟 and the Fruit Tree, followed by arts and crafts, activities, and more, totally free from 11 until 1 at the main library. And later tomorrow afternoon, Fixer Sisters is going to have their Visit a Professional Woodshop. That's going to be tomorrow from 2:30 until 4. Just letting you know in advance for women DIYers. I think that's a word. So you might want to know about that if you're putting your calendar together for tomorrow. Okay, let us very quickly look at the weather. The weather's going to be a little wild this weekend. Right now it's 65 and cloudy. It's going to be cloudy just about all week, all day. There's going to be a high of 70. Now tomorrow it's only going to be 62 degrees. That's it, with an 80% chance of rain. And in fact, I think it's going to rain on Sunday too. Let's see. So 80% of rain tomorrow. And then, 80% chance of rain on Sunday as well, with a high of 67. That's a little better. Now we need the sun for grilling. There is a 30% chance of rain on Monday, but hopefully that'll be like, well, everybody's asleep or something. So the high on Monday is going to be a little better, 73. So there you go. All right, if you could share this out, that would be super awesome, so that more people in Durham can know what's happening this weekend. Now, it looks like Guy, our cook, is here from Kennewick, Washington State. So let's bring him in and see what indeed is happening. Let's see. We bring him in with a little fanfare. Guy, what's new?
Well, your show, this episode, prompted a question.
Mm-hmm.
You know the water usage of your toilet, the city of Durham reimburses you for buying the new toilet, right?
$200.
So I said, how can I adjust the water use of the toilet that I have now? Because I can't afford to buy a whole new toilet. I just need to buy the water adjustment. Google
Can you do that?
You can do it. And I got a page.
Oh, is that the page? Should I click on that?
This is from Washington State.
Okay.
And
you know when to click.
Let's see, I can't get to Facebook. I can put it in private chat though.
Okay.
Okay, there you have it.
Okay.
Click that link. And that shows you can get what's called an adjustable flapper. And I think that's the gizmo that makes it work.
Oh.
You can get what's called a water bag, which is like filler that you put inside the tank and it doesn't hold as much water. That, it's got a bunch of different ideas. And I just thought, for the people that can't afford to buy a toilet to get reimbursed, they could maybe reimburse them. That might be something you can ask the city. If someone buys a water bag, can the city reimburse that too? Because it's still helping with the water situation.
Okay. The cool thing though, Guy, like I said, if you don't have the money, if you don't have $100, that's totally understandable. But the cool thing is you spend $100 on the toilet. Hopefully you can install it yourself by watching YouTube. Because if you do pay to have it installed, then you can't get credit for that. But they put $100 on your water bill. So you're getting a free toilet.
Yeah.
So if you could just handle that $100 purchase, that would be awesome for you.
Yeah, this is plan B. This is
nice workaround though. Yeah, I appreciate that.
I was just thinking, being as I'm cheap, what's a way I can do this for less money? So that's happened. And speaking of things I can do,
you can find out. Let me finish real quick though. Let me just butt in. So if you put down your toilet seat and look between the tank and your toilet seat, it does state how many gallons it takes to flush. And I just checked mine today. Mine is 1.6.
Oh, that's great.
Right? It's written right on the back of the in between the tank and the toilet seat. So
the first bark just happened. You can't hear them, but I just heard the first bark. That means
one of your dogs.
Two of my 3 kids. Now the other one just barked.
I didn't hear it.
You excuse me 1 second. I just got to go open that door because the neighbors don't need to hear that.
Oh, okay.
If I lived 5 miles out in the country, that'd be okay. I'd let them bark.
I understand. He's a good neighbor.
I'll be right back.
People don't necessarily like to hear dogs bark. I don't mind. When the dogs next door bark, I actually get up and see what's going on because they don't bark for any reason, just anything. That means somebody might be walking by or who knows. So that's why I give the dogs next door little treats. I appreciate that. Guy is back.
So, as you know, I just returned from Branson, Missouri. One of the things to add to your bucket list, like what do I want to see if I go to Branson on vacation? You want to ride. There's a showboat. Remember the big showboats they had on the Mississippi with the big paddle wheel in the back?
Paddle? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they have one of those on this big, huge lake that's in Branson. And they have a dinner and an entertainment show.
Cool.
That is a 23-jewel stem winding wonder of entertainment and dinner. The dinner is fabulous. Wow. We had trout, and that's all I'm going to say. It was really good. Anyway, one of the entertainers, there's several different entertainers. Each one of them performs for maybe 6 to 8 minutes, right?
That's all. Oh,
then
okay.
This guy that I'm going to show you in the screen share.
Oh, okay.
He did a magic act. And so
go ahead and click on. Do I click on it?
Yeah. Go ahead and bring it up.
Oh,
this is the show he did. Didn't contain this trick, but this is 25 seconds of giving you a good idea. And I'll quit talking and click the button. That's him.
Okay.
Now watch the chain.
He's doing something.
Now watch.
He's doing something. Oh, that's weird. Ew. Oh, what was that?
You want to see it again?
No, that was weird.
That was the pass the chain through the body. Let me.
Ooh, that was
I gotta
weird. Yeah, you can show it again. I mean, that's okay.
Yeah.
That was odd.
He gets people from the audience to be helpers, and it's really fun. Really fun.
So you saw him do that in person?
Yeah, I didn't see this chain trick done in person, but the tricks I saw, like he did a trick with a piece of rope, and it kept coming back together and being a whole piece. And he had all these little pieces that he cut off from this trick piece that he threw on the floor, and this guy put them all into this big, like a big water jug, okay? Like a big 5-gallon water jug. And you can see the pieces of rope laying in the bottom. He made the pieces of rope dance with no hands. I mean, how are you going to touch something? I don't know how that worked. And he took it out into the audience and said, "Can you see him? Can you?" Yeah. And it was,
that sounds
wow,
a little spooky. I don't know.
Well, I didn't look at it as spooky. It wasn't meant to be spooky. The one part I'll never forget is when he was doing this rope trick.
Yeah.
The little old lady, we'll call her the victim, who everybody in the show audience, like there's 700 people in the audience, we all knew what was going on. We knew how he was doing the trick, but she had no clue. Anyway, every time that the rope came back whole, she was supposed to go up to Mike and say, "Ta-da!" You know, like the finale.
Yeah.
Totally hilarious. Totally. Because sometimes, one time she said, "Wow, that's really," and then he'd look at her like, "You're supposed to say."
Oh.
And it was good. It was good.
Is Branson anywhere near St. Louis?
Google Maps is your friend.
Okay.
I've heard reference to St. Louis not being that far away. And Arkansas is not that far away. So, I mean, the Uber drivers that we worked with, some of them said they'd gone to St. Louis. So I'm thinking it's got to be like an hour drive, maybe.
Okay.
I'm guessing. I don't know for sure. Okay. Anyway, that was the fun for today.
Well, I appreciate it. That was odd. And I greatly appreciate seeing that. That was, wow. Okay.
Yeah, but
I'm sure
but that's just one. If I went into YouTube and I did a search for Christopher James magic tricks, let's see if that works.
Christopher James. So you're talking about the entertainment on the boat. So with it being Branson, Missouri, were all of the entertainers country singers? Pretty much. I mean, all the music groups, were they all country?
No, we didn't see the one, but they have one that's a tribute to Beach Boys, tribute to ABBA, tribute to somebody else that's rock and roll. I can't remember who it was. But there's a lot of shows. And I didn't get to go in because it closed on Sunday.
Oh, okay.
And what they call is Old Town Branson. There's a store called Dick's 5 and Dime. If they don't have what you want, you don't need it.
You don't need it.
That's what their slogan is. And they've got a 10,000 square foot store that's full of stuff.
Like old fashioned stuff?
Everything.
Wow. Okay.
And
we had a 5 and Dime near my house when I was a kid.
I did a search on the Christopher James. And the top picture that comes up is him doing the rope magic trick. Now it's just a thumbnail. But I'm sure it might be. Oh, it's from 9 years ago, so he looks a lot younger. And then it says we can subscribe to his channel.
Magic guy Christopher James. Please subscribe to my.
That's him.
Boy. That was aggressive.
I'm the magic guy, Christopher James.
Wow. He's been doing it for at least a decade.
Yeah. And this guy, when he's not doing the shows on the Branson Bell, he does magic shows on cruise ships through the winter.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, he probably makes all kinds of money.
I think so. I think he's doing okay.
Cool. You might see him on TV one day. Like, what's that guy, David Copperfield or whatever.
Yeah. This guy's good, but he's not doing huge stuff like Copperfield does.
Oh, okay.
That guy is named, because we saw his show. Hanneman, I think, is how it was.
Okay.
And he filled up the stage. The final, when we thought it was over, he's not going to do anything more.
Mhm.
He turned around and goes like this, raises his arms up, and this big giant curtain raises up.
Oh
It's like
boy.
a big parasail, big, huge.
Mhm.
And he
Mhm.
goes down that fast, and there's this big, huge statue behind it. You know that
Wow.
the statue of the Marines when they're raising the flag on Iwo Jima?
Iwo Jima, sure. Mhm.
It was a statue of that. They were just wow. And in fact, speaking of Marines and all the service people, there's
Mhm.
a lot of reference made to service people, like
Mhm.
thanking them for their service and so forth.
Mhm.
Just about every show, everything that we saw or did, there's
Mhm.
some kind of, we really appreciate you being in the military and yada yada.
Mhm. Yeah.
So
That's cool.
I've let
And
the
we can
dog
say that
in,
for
but
Memorial Day as well. Indeed.
and have a good Friday. Maybe
So
we'll
what you
see
doing
you.
this weekend?
Maybe
You can
not.
do what you gonna do this weekend and the holiday?
Well, this weekend, I showed a post. I don't know if you saw it in the Geyer Cook Report, my podcast. There's over 4 million podcasts going on.
4 million? Wow.
Yes. And that's from some website that counts up such things.
Mhm.
And I'm thinking, am I going to float to the top like cream floats to the top
You
of
should.
4 million?
Mhm.
I don't know. Like when I first started, in some countries, they rank you by your category. And because my category was tech, I would
Mhm.
get up higher numbers
Sure.
in the rankings. But those rankings all have seemed to drop down.
Hmm.
And I try my darndest to do a good job, but so is everybody else.
I wouldn't worry about the ranking. It's just like with Amazon, they rank each of those products, and it's amazing to look at the product that you're interested in and look at the ranking. It might be 200,000 million billion,
Oh,
but who
I got to
who's
show you
counting?
one last product and then I'll quit. Now,
Okay.
my daughter-in-law, who's had 3 girls, so you can imagine there's toys everywhere.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
So she has trouble bending over picking them up. So
Mhm.
she got
A pickup stick. Yeah, I got one. Mhm.
this is made by Unger, Unger.
Yeah,
And
you
what
showed us
makes
that,
it?
and then you showed how you can turn it for 90-degree
Oh
angle.
yeah, you can turn
Yeah.
it 90 degrees just like
Nice.
that
Nice.
easy.
That's
What
a
makes
good
this
quality
one
one right
special
there.
is I had her autograph. Oh, I think I
Ooh.
showed you this.
You did. Mhm.
Uh-huh.
I have one too. I use it to pick up trash in the front yard. If someone has inadvertently dropped a paper on the
Okay.
ground in
Well,
front of my
do
house.
check on that water use thing with the toilets. If
Okay.
somebody's financially encumbered, they can't buy a whole toilet. Maybe they can get something that costs $10 or 2 lattes. That's the reference made. In Washington State, it's like how many cups of coffee does it take to do whatever, or how many gallons of gas, either one.
Mhm.
Oh, and speaking of gas, did I talk to you about the Uber drivers in Branson were driving gas hog? Like one guy
Yeah.
had a big Dodge pickup. Okay.
Yeah, you're saying how low the price of
Yeah, gas is
yeah.
$2.99 for regular, and I'm going, whoa! I thought we just traveled out of state. We must have passed through one of them dimensional vortexes I've been hearing about. So anyway, you have a good Friday,
Okay,
and
guy.
keep on keeping on.
I will. And you have a beautiful weekend. And I'll see you
And
next week.
thanks so much for getting me the link. Duh on me. I could have went to YouTube and got the link, couldn't I? Or no, you don't put the link on.
No,
Where do
I
you
only put the
put it
link on
besides
Facebook. Just Facebook. I hope you can figure out your Facebook problem.
Yeah, I
because I
don't
can't
know
imagine.
what's the issue.
Yeah, I don't.
I
If
think
I
old age. I must have exceeded the Facebook allowance for fullness or something.
no. Well, fix that problem because I don't know if I would want to live without Facebook. Take care.
Sign it off. And the good news, No joke today.
Oh, that's actually bad news, but that's okay.
Well, did
We'll
I
wait
tell
till
you
next
that
week.
I told you the biblical one that we heard down in Branson?
Oh yeah, that was a good one. Tell us again, please.
Well, you know how they talk about there's 50 states in the country.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know which state is mentioned in the Bible? And I said, no, there's no state. Yeah, there is. In the Old Testament, Noah stepped out of the ark and saw.
Arkansas. That's so bad. I'll be repeating that to as many people as I come across today.
Yeah, you have a reputation. See you, bye.
Okay, see you. That was fun. So that is today's show. It is, let me get my notes here. It is 65 right now. It's going up to 70. It's going to be cloudy all day long. Tomorrow it's only going up to 62 with an 80% chance of rain tomorrow, and same for Sunday, although it'll be a little warmer on Sunday. And for Monday holiday, let's see. So Monday, high of 73, so that's better, with a 30% chance of rain. So hopefully we can still get in some grilling and enjoy the holiday. And that is it. You have a beautiful day. I'll be back tomorrow at 10 doing Bull City Hangout. And then I'll take off Sunday. Then I'll take off Monday as well, since that is a holiday after all. So I'll see you tomorrow at 10. Ciao for now.